Many people have an inherent fear of clowns, also known as coulrophobia. Most of the time, this fear of men in colored costumes and painted faces is misplaced. In the end, they are trying to make you laugh, but sometimes behind the smile lies a monster, and the following man will give you nightmares. Our first entry in this list is not actually a murderer, but someone just as bad. His nickname was Klutzo the Clown, his real name being Amon Paul Carlock Jr., who was once a police officer in Springfield, Illinois. After leaving the police, he started dressing up as a clown and entertained people inside and outside USA. But in the beginning of October 2007, when he was returning from abroad, he was stopped by a customer officer at the San Francisco airport, and he was found carrying over 60 images of child pornography and more after the police searched his residence. He died 39 days after he was arrested in mysterious circumstances. On the 26th of May 1990, around 11 a.m., someone dressed as a clown rang the bell of Marlene Warren's door. After she opened the door, the mysterious shot her in the face and fled away. Another horrifying fact is that the son of Marlene was the one who found her in a pool of blood, just as the clown hopped in the car and sped away. To this day, there has been no conviction, and the case of Marlene still remains open. Francisco Felix was a notorious drug lord from the infamous Arellano Felix clan, which ran the Tijuana cartel in Mexico. He was the head of this organization for many decades and controlled the most powerful smuggling operation in Mexico. He was eventually captured in 1993 after being arrested a few times before. In 2006, he was extradited in the US and later released in 2008 when he returned to Mexico. In 2013, while attending a children's party in the Cabo San Lucas resort, 3 men dressed as clowns approached him and shoot him in the head and chest. Apparently, his past has caught up with him. In 1994, a rather gruesome gang of clowns started to terrorize India. On multiple occasions, these clowns pinned down men and gouged their eye out. There were reported up to 7 cases of these attacks in rural areas. The people responsible for these atrocities were never caught. The only thing that was found was a warehouse full of clown costumes and pictures of human eyes. The most prolific and disturbing entry in this list must be John Wayne Gacy Jr., also known as Pogo the Clown. In 1968, he was convicted of sexual assault of 2 teen boys. During the investigation, it was discovered that in fact he was a serial killer who murdered 33 young men and buried them under his house. His method was to lure young men with the promise of work at his construction company and later rape them and strangle them to death. After he was found guilty of committing 33 murders, he was sentenced to death, and on May 10, 1994, he was executed by lethal injection.